As we're back here at Around the Bases, Anthony Bellino alongside Jim Weber, and a very special guest with us here tonight from the Outdoor Channel. It's Michael Waddell. Michael, first and foremost, thanks for joining us here on the set of Around the Bases.
Glad to be here, man.
So tell us a little bit about what you are doing here in Toledo, because you figure outdoors, Toledo, known for its outdoors, great walleye fishing,
right,
and things of that nature, but you're here for turkeys.
That's right. Actually, National Wild Turkey Federation sponsors and actually works with a chapter of their organization called Wheeling Sportsmen. So this past Friday night, they had a big banquet celebrating hunting, celebrating outdoors here in the Toledo area. But the cool thing about it is they had 12 physically challenged hunters, from kids to adults, in wheelchairs or have some type of physical challenge. It's hard for them to get outdoors, and so basically a lot of volunteers got together and we took them all hunting just right out of Toledo and had a fantastic hunt, man, just celebrating outdoors, having a good time, and ended up got to come over here to a mud hidden game, so it's pretty cool.
Michael, has the turkey population moved around? Because lately, here in the last 3 years, I've actually seen 2 or 3 groups of wild turkeys right around here, which I hadn't seen before.
Well, I mean, really the wild turkey is like one of the biggest success stories that we got, when it comes to the repopulation. National Wild Turkey Federation has done a huge job in repopulating and make sure that not only we have them to hunt, but in, making sure the conservation part of it takes place. So yeah, I mean, really, right now all across the country, and you can turkey hunt in every state but Alaska. So we got turkeys in every state. So that's, if you're looking for the other white meat, man, all natural, go turkey hunting.
Why not Alaska?
Hey, I guess it's just too cold, man. It's just too cold up there. And of course, I'm from Georgia, so even this little cloud and overcast, man, it's got me chilly, man. We got the swimming suits out back home, man, in the south.
Well, our manager, Larry Parrish, lives in Georgia. I don't know if you've met him yet.
No, I hadn't. That's all right.
He moved out of Florida. He's had a spread in Georgia for the last several years.
So I'm sure they have a hard time understanding him like y'all do me, probably.
Now, Michael, your show, The Bone Collector, has been on television for 5 seasons now. You can buy the collector set right now and get all 5 seasons. How does a man whose enjoyment is hunting, the sport of hunting, the activity of hunting, how do you end up with your own television show? How did this all come about?
It's crazy. I mean, like completely the American dream, I guess you could say. I mean, I guess somebody's got to do that job. Might as well be me. But really, I got started. I was a competition turkey caller of all things, and I won some pretty big turkey titles, like some Grand National World Championship titles. Started guiding, running a camera. One thing led to another. It led to a hosting gig on Outdoor Channel with my own show. So it's just been a dream come true, and I love to hunt, love the culture of it, love to celebrate it. So it's really cool, man, to be able to do it and promote something you love, just like you guys do with baseball and sports here in Toledo. So it's a really cool gig.
Where did this name Bone Collector come from? Explain that.
It was funny. Actually, the name Bone Collector came from out of a show that I'd had a chance to host back in 2003 to even current. It led to a little bit of success, and so with that, a couple companies wanted to name these Michael Waddell series of guns and stuff like that. And I was like, man, that might be a little arrogant to have my own signature line. So I was like, it'd be cool if we could come up with a brand that we could call it something. So I never forget, I was shooting a gun on a range that we had designed with Thompson Center Firearms on a muzzleloader. And anyway, I said, I'm not sure what we call this gun. It was really accurate, and we loved it. We loved the research and development, what we'd come up with. I said, man, I don't know what we call it, but this is going to be a Bone Collector. And I remember thinking, that's it.
There
it's
you
a
go.
Bone Collector. And so it led to a TV
Our
show.
boss would like to hear you do your championship turkey call.
Well, I didn't bring a turkey call, but what I can do, of course, early in the morning, for those cross country turkey hunters, but if those are not, I always find it real funny. But a turkey, they'll gobble a lot of surrounding noises. And of course, we was right over Toledo, not far from the airport, and they were nice enough to let us bring some of these handicapped hunters in. But an old barred owl in the morning, he'll do something like this, just a. And if old gobbler's nearby, he's real territorial that time of year, and he's just. So he'll be gobbling.
All these girls turning around over here.
That's right. But it's crazy. It's a fun sport. It's real active, and it gets you outside, and it's really cool. The little kid I had a chance to take with, he was 9 years old. He dealing with a really tough physical ailment, and basically his muscles are really breaking down on him, and he's really struggling, but he just wore a smile the whole time. He got his first ever Ohio longbeard this morning. Man, that we were happy, we were high-fiving, man, we was all about crying. So it's really cool, man, to get out there and hunt God's renewable resources. And I mean, what better thing to do than top it off with a good old ball game tonight. So man, I'm happy. It's been like a family reunion around here. Everybody's treated me so good. It's been fun.
Well, that's definitely a good thing. Are you nervous at all about your opportunity to throw out the first pitch tonight?
You know what? Obviously, I played a little baseball in high school, and with that makes me even more nervous because I'm afraid that some of my buddies could see this. And then, obviously, I've seen the whole deal where the rapper 50 Cent tried to throw one, and I've seen from Mike Tyson and how they just flubbed it terribly. So I figured this is the first time I've ever done this. I mean, I've done it like in one high school park. So yeah, I'm trying to decide if I should bring the heat or just a good old solid change up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm nervous, but I got to take it serious, man. I'm wearing the Mud Hen jersey.
There you go.
I got to represent tonight. I got to make sure it looks like that I potentially could at least be, brought up to play.
There's one rule to serving up the first pitch, and nobody will bother you if you don't bounce it up there.
That's right. You got to get it.
Get it, and even if you throw it over the guys, make sure you get it there on the fly.
Exactly. Yep. I think it was at 50 Cent that was the worst ever.
He went like wait to the visitors' dugout.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like
awful.
he was playing cricket. Like I don't know. Right? So he needs to stick to rapping. So I got to make sure that it looks like I can represent baseball and not stick just to turkey calling because So. Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
And Michael, I did want to bring it back real quick to the event you guys were doing with the Wheeling Sportsman Hunt. When you see the kids with the physical ailments, how exactly do you get them out in the area to be able to hunt? And then how do you, if someone is handicapped and in a wheelchair, for instance, or something of that nature, how do you get them to hold a firearm?
That is a challenge. And obviously, hunting down and being successful on a wild turkey, because anything wild has the upper hand. And obviously, you have a chance to hunt it and for table fare and for fun and recreation, and obviously that results in helping provide the family with some food. But in this situation, it's really tough because a lot of them are pretty much, some of them are almost, paraplegics and they can't move at all hardly, barely have, any motor skills in their hands and everything. So obviously through wheelchairs and a lot of determined volunteers to get them out there. Some of the participants had some really, really cool motorized, not golf carts, but wheelchairs that had tracks on them that would get them through mud and muck. And some was just literally you throw them over your shoulder and you go. And
wow.
But the grit and determination that these kids and these adults have to get outside, just enjoy a simple daylight, that might be a half a mile inside the wood line from a county road, it makes you realize the things we take for granted, just getting up in the morning, putting our shoes on and brushing our teeth. And so it's really special. And everybody's real, emotional around there to see these kids and see these adults that's just fighting all adversity just to get out there and enjoy a sunrise. And so it made me definitely appreciate it, and especially their grit and determination just to get out there and do what they really want to do, and that was hunt. So.
And there you have it. Can I have you hold up that rally towel right there? Because a lot of our Walleye and Mud Hens players, now Walleye got a playoff game tonight. They're looking, they're in a 2-2 tie with a game tonight, Game 5, take the lead, bring it back here to Toledo. AJ Jenks, huge hunter,
right,
first,
I heard that.
Big fisherman, so.
AJ, make it happen. I'm holding y'all's rally towel tonight, baby. Walleyes in the house, not the bluegill, not the crappie, but the Toledo walleye in the house. That's right. It's crappie up here.
Yeah,
it's crappie down south. Either way, it's walleye tonight. Get her done.